Okay, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a video that I found about Jack. Searching up Trass games, and I found this like video from Meta, and it was just basically Jack talking about how he got here, and I don't think it's been talked about a lot, so I wanted to show it to you guys and discuss it.
Yeeps is one of the most popular and fastest growing social VR games out there, and it wouldn't exist without the Horizon Start program. My game dev journey began 9 years ago when I met Nathan in freshman year of high school. We bonded over our shared love for building in Scratch, Minecraft, and Little Big Planet. But ultimately, we aspired to make more complex games and made it our mission to learn Unity. We didn't know anyone else making games, so we learned the best we could by jumping into the deep end, writing bad code, and constantly Googling. We spent the next couple years building a series of simple flat screen games together, each one better and more ridiculous than the last. It was challenging though, as every problem we faced for the first time on our own. But by feeding off of each other's excitement, we stayed motivated. Our lives changed when we discovered VR in 2018. I had just gotten an Oculus Rift, and I was blown away by the magic of early games like Beat Saber and Superhot. We quickly realized that building a VR game in Unity was not technically harder than a mobile or PC game, so we threw together a simple prototype. And once we immersed ourselves in a digital world we had created, we knew we could never build a flat screen game again. However, we were still just two kids who knew nothing about the VR market, other game developers, or the numerous unique design challenges that come with building for VR. But we did what we knew best and hacked together another ridiculous game, Overboard, which we launched on Steam VR to a tiny audience. The game's trailer posted on Reddit was enough to gain the attention of Rita, who ran the Horizon Start program, and she invited us to participate. Again, our lives changed. The START program scored us invites to MetaConnect 2019, and we skipped the first week of college to attend. For the first time, we were surrounded by other VR game developers who were equally as passionate about building for this new medium. It inspired us to dream big, and we made it our goal to launch a game on the Meta Horizon store. We still felt like kids though, now more than ever. It seemed like all the developers in the ecosystem had years of professional experience with multiple titles under their belts. However, we realized some things. First, that there were plenty of other new developers taking the leap of faith into VR with us. And being surrounded by developers is a great thing. Before, we struggled immensely tackling each problem alone. Now, we had direct connections to people who had already solved them and were willing to help. App Lab, now early access, had just released and was the perfect place to build our next game and grow its community at the same time. We iterated rapidly for 9 months, leveraging a constant stream of feedback from our players, before reaching out to Rita and telling her we were ready to make our store pitch. The START program advocated for us, and after a few weeks of nail-biting, Gods of Gravity was approved for the store. It launched in January of 2023, and we had achieved our goal. But we were a long way from done. Gods of Gravity and its tight-knit community showed us the power of free social VR games. We had made a million mistakes along the way, but we had learned from all of them. In March of 2024, we launched our second title, Yeeps Hide and Seek, a free social VR game with a focus on playful, block-based building. Since then, it has risen to the 5th most reviewed game on the store with a 4.9 star average. Now, we feed off the immense excitement from the Yeeps community to continue our hard work and add more great content to the game we love. Anyone can make a hit VR game. You don't need a large team, AAA budget, or even professional industry experience.
So he basically first talks about how he and Nathan were like very young and that they made a bunch of games before, but then they found about like VR games, and they made VR games. I think they made like around 6 before God's Gravity and Yeeps. But then they made Gods of Gravity. It was their first successful game, and that's where they found Steve, and I think some of their artists. And then after that, obviously, they made Yeeps, which is their biggest game. The last thing I want to say is a little bit of self-promotion. Go join code Poppy Playtime with a 0. It's such a good map. Make a video on it. Anything will help you for our journey.